Don't believe this diet myth. A healthy diet only works if it makes you lose weight, because there's one way of eating that makes you healthier even when the scale does not change much. Studies show it could cut heart disease risk by nearly a third without calorie restriction or strict rules. It is the Mediterranean diet. I am Dr. Almerie, a weight loss surgeon. In this episode of the Diets Decoded series, we will explore what Mediterranean diet is and what's the science behind it and how to make it part of your life one smart swap at a time. Let's dive in. Here is what the Mediterranean diet actually looks like. It's not like a single recipe or a plan. It's a way of eating inspired by countries around the Mediterranean Sea: Spain, Italy, Greece, and parts of the Middle East. It is plant forward, so there is plenty of fruits and vegetables, whole grains, beans and lentils, with daily handfuls of nuts and seeds. The main fat is the extra virgin olive oil. Protein is moderate, more fish and poultry than red or processed meat. Sweets and refined foods are occasional. It's not about being low fat, but about using the right fats, mainly unsaturated fats from olive oil, nuts and fish. It's not about cutting calories, it's about food that nourishes, not just fills. Think fresh, simple, home-cooked meals, eaten slowly and often shared with family and friends. That is the Mediterranean spirit. Now, why do doctors keep recommending the Mediterranean diet? The Mediterranean diet is not just tasty, it's one of the most proven eating patterns in the world, and its benefits go far beyond the weight loss. Here are the top 3 benefits from the Mediterranean diet. The first one is the heart protection. In the pre-demic studies, more than 7,000 adults at risk of heart disease were followed for several years. People eating a Mediterranean diet with olive oil, nuts, fish and vegetables had 30% lower risk of heart attack, stroke or death than those on a low-fat diet. The results were so strong that the trial was stopped early to let everybody benefit. The second benefit is that it leads to better metabolic health. Studies like Diabetes Care 2014 showed up to 40% lower risk of type 2 diabetes in patients on the Mediterranean diet. So healthy fats, fibre and antioxidants, they do reduce the inflammation and improve insulin sensitivity. Instead of cutting carbs, the Mediterranean diet focuses on better carbs, something like whole grains, beans and fruit. The third benefit of the Mediterranean diet is that it is associated with more sustainable weight control. Studies found that people on the Mediterranean diet, they lose more weight and keep it off longer than those on a low-fat diet. When food has delicious natural flavors and is satisfying, you eat less of it without feeling deprived. Like any eating pattern, the Mediterranean diet has its own pitfalls and you need to watch for them. The first one is that you need to watch for any creep in the portion sizes. So the olive oil, the nuts, the fatty fish, they are very healthy, but they are also high in calories. So a small drizzle of olive oil can just turn up into half a cup. A handful of nuts becomes a whole bag. Healthy fats are still fats. Too much of them can stall your weight loss. The second issue is the cost. Fresh fish, nuts and good olive oil, they can be expensive, but there are smart swaps. So you could use canned beans, frozen vegetables and tinned fish like sardines or tuna. They have the same key nutritions at a lower cost. Finally, the culture matters. The Mediterranean diet is also about slow eating, social meals. If you take away that lifestyle, the diet might become harder to sustain. So it's not just about what you eat, it's about how you eat it. If you like to bring some of the Mediterranean diet principles into your own meals, you don't need a full overhaul. Start with small practical changes that fit your daily routines. Use olive oil as your main fat for cooking and salads. Add vegetables to every meal, aiming for at least a third of the plate being vegetables. Swap red meat for fish or poultry a few times a week. Include oily fish like salmon or sardines. Snack on nuts instead of crisps or sweets. A measured handful goes a long way. Choose whole grains, oats, brown rice or whole grain bread instead of white versions of these. Each small choice moves you closer to the Mediterranean pattern, and over time, those changes add up, improving your health one step at a time. The Mediterranean diet is not a quick fix or a list of strict rules. It's a long-term way of eating built on balance, variety, and real food. Decades of research show that it can protect your heart and support better metabolic health, no matter what the scale is saying. Good health is not only about losing weight, it's about nourishing your body so you can feel and live better for years to come. If you found this video helpful, please like it and share it with someone who might benefit. Check out the description below for extra resources, evidence, and simple Mediterranean recipes you can try today. And don't miss the next episode of Diets Decoded, where we are diving into more global popular diets and separating the science from the hype. See you there.